Alright. First and foremost, I am not going to put a video on this video, like a clip of anything. I don't have a webcam, so I just can't show my face, or I would, even if it was in bad quality. But I don't have one, and I think playing a game over this is not appropriate. So I am just going to leave this picture here. I think it's fitting. I think it's good, and just wanna. I really just needed to get it off my head, and the only way to do it is to make the video on it. So I'm just gonna do that. No fancy edits, no cuts, no nothing, unless I mess up on something. But just raw because this is rough. This is really rough because first and foremost, I am not a fan. I can say that. Like, I'm not a fan of Etika's. I was, though. I was a pretty big fan of his work. I was like really in the Nintendo phase, I guess you would say, with a lot of things that were coming out at the time, and he was presenting things in a really funny manner that I enjoyed. Later down the road, things started really getting rough, and I wasn't much of a fan of his anymore. I still followed him, just because I was interested in what's going on with him and stuff. But on his YouTube channel, I wasn't there anymore. With that being said, I respected his work, and I've always respected his work because a lot of the stuff that he did is just him kind of entertaining people, and that's what I wanted to do for the longest time, was entertain people. That's what I did back in like when did I start? 2011, 2012. And seeing him do all that stuff, something real simple is just reacting to videos and playing games and talking with people, is something to be respected, because that's something that I always wanted to do. And seeing him be successful from doing that, doing something that he was passionate about, was really cool, really awesome. So I respect him. But when I heard about everything that happened, I was also worried. So I'll start from the beginning, and then I'll move all the way into where we're at now. So at the beginning, I was at work. I went into work. I did my thing, and I had finally got my break, and then I looked on Twitter because now I'm kind of like in the Twitter game now. So I saw Etika trending, and I've seen Etika trend before, and normally when he does, it's not good. So I will admit, like, I had a predetermined outlook on what I was about to witness, and the only thing that I saw at the time was that he was missing. For a semi-period, and he had made a video, but it had gotten deleted, and I had no idea what the video was. So when I had made my my tweet, it was pretty harsh, and I still stand by what I said, but it was in fact harsh, and because I have a reason for it. Actually, I'll explain it later in the video. But pretty much it's just like, at that moment I was still at work, and I had it in the back of my mind of like something's not right. Like I don't know what's going on, but something's not right. So I came home, and then I did more research on it. And then when I did more research on it, I instantly became scared. And I also started to mesh with this a lot more than I had realized, because, and I don't want to make this about me, this is about him, but to do this, I have to kind of put myself in there for just for a minute. So I apologize in advance. But recently, I have been in this dark place where he was. Not so severe, but I know what it looks like. I got a glimpse, because what I do, I'm pretty much just working, and a lot of my life has been just working, and a lot of stuff at work have been going the wrong way. A lot of the stuff and the progress I was making started to kind of decline, and everything I felt like that I was trying to achieve was crumbling beneath my feet. And then with everything going on personally, I felt like there was no options. I had no allies. I had no people around me. I felt like I was pretty much by myself during this process. And when something something bad happened, I was on the brink of something I don't even know. Like, it's something crazy, just something insane that I never thought I would be in at all. And I got lucky. I really did. Because give it another week and I'd probably be where he is. So when I did more research on this, I saw his goodbye video. And it was rough. It was rough because I saw me when he did that. And then he went missing. So today, on the way to the barber, like, I'm trying not to choke up. Like, it's really hard. He passed away. Like, they found his body, and then that was that. And a lot of people are devastated, as well as they should be. I think this is probably, and it may sound overrated, it may sound dramatic, but I feel like this is the darkest time for YouTube. In this bubble, if you're in the gaming bubble, this is a dark time, because creators deal with a lot. They think it's easy. It's not. Says, but how did you know that you only have like 500 subscribers? Trust me, like, before YouTube was strict, I used to dish out content left and right. It used to be my second hobby. It used to be come home, game, YouTube video. Come home, game, YouTube video. Because I wanted to make something out of it. I wanted to entertain people, because I wasn't in a good place still back then. And that was bringing me happiness. But then when I started to get a decline, and then I started getting burnt out, and then life started getting in the way, and I had to focus on that, and then life started getting jacked up, like, it was just really hard to take. And it's not easy. It's just not. And the most important thing to have is the people around you. Like, it really is. And I'm pretty sure he did. I'm positive that he did. Like, but when you're in that spot, like, there's nothing, you see black. You see nothing. Like, it's like you walk the streets and there's no one walking around. Like, it's just you. That's literally how it feels like. And you just have to keep talking. Like, I've seen people like that too, and I've just kept talking to them. I just kept reassuring them that I'm there, and a lot of people did that. And at the end of the day, a lot of people did their part. And I can't ask more of anybody who tried. I've seen Omni try. I've seen his girlfriend try, or his ex try. I have seen other YouTubers try. I have seen people that weren't YouTube try. Like, I've seen so many people try to talk to him. And I'm pretty sure people were reassuring him behind the cameras, behind closed doors. And a lot of people are wondering how could it have been prevented. And like I said in my Twitter, like, I stand by what I said. That sometimes you just need to force help. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people will disagree with that, and I understand that, and it's a debate that will go on for a while. But mental illness is a real deal. It's a very troubling thing, and a lot of people kind of sweep it under the rug and just say, well, they're just weak. They're just mentally weak, and they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle life. And that's not it. That's just not it at all. It's just hard. It really is, especially when your life is molded by it. But one thing is for certain, I just hope, or one thing I know is certain, is that I'm just hoping that a lot of people, like, I want them all to grieve. And I want everyone to remember, like, the good times that he had, like the amazing videos that he created, the stuff that are like die hard hilarious. Like all the things that he's created, I hope that they live on. And I'm sure that they will live on. But most importantly, like I just, I hope that we can also remember the dark times too. Like I know a lot of people will try to, negate that, delete that from their minds. But in this regard, I don't think we should. I think a lot of people should look at that and and build off that to then better people, so that way we can help other people to help this from happening again. And the sad part is that it will happen again. There will be people who will have dark times. I'm pretty sure, we've seen them have dark times. And we need to take what we've learned here today. That someone could pay the ultimate price if we're not careful. I don't want to act like it's our responsibility, but it kind of almost is, like slightly. Like it's just, if you see something that is wrong, shouldn't you say something to the person, or at least fight to try to help them? They're your fellow human. What I'm saying? Like it's just natural to me. At least it just seems natural to me to do that. Especially if you respect the person, if you love this person, if you care about this person, you'll fight for them. And I just hope that we can find a better way to help people in this situation. Because quite honestly, I don't have the answer, and it's not as easy as forcing help on somebody. As much as I wish it could be, it's just not. But I just hope that we can take this and learn from it one day, and hope to prevent this situation from ever happening. So, I don't want to, go on too long. I know this was a really hard video to make, but I had it so stuck in my head this whole entire time on the way home. I just had to make something, and get this message out. But again, I'm so sorry. I am unbelievably sorry for the people that had continued to follow him, to continue to support him, to continue to be subscribed to him, his friends, his family, his loved ones. And I hope you take as much time as you need to grieve. And I hope we all bounce back. I'm pretty sure he's gonna all want us to bounce back, because that was his lifestyle, dude. Like his whole lifestyle was just like, what was it that he said? Like he was just like no need to be like bitch niggas or something like that. Like something along the line of that. See, I'm not even that big of a fan to know what his quote was. I just know that he was always wild, and it was always a funny moment. It was no matter how ridiculous. Like his reaction videos used to be, and it still is, ridiculous in such a good way. And I remember, and now I'm going on a tangent, because it's like, I just don't want to leave like on such a depressed, sad, sour note. Just the moment that like I had put a video of him on there, and like I was sitting in the break room watching his reaction on Smash Bros, and like he was just like, it was like everybody's here, and he blew the fuck up. It was like breaking the shelves and stuff like that. Oh man, dude. Oh my god. And everyone behind me was like, who is this ignorant bigot? And I was just like, he's not an ignorant bigot, he's a Joy-Con. Like there's a difference. Like he's just hype. You don't understand. When you see something that hype, when you see something this amazing, like you just get hype. And it was like, and the person behind me was like, "Oh, okay." But people, people don't get it. Like, I understand this. I understood it too well. I was popping off just like that. But that's the memory I'm gonna remember, along with everything else. So I hope everyone takes care. If anyone wants to discuss anything, comments is here. So, it's your man Sith Punk.